Hi, welcome to Sue's Barbie Love. Big hug, big hug. So glad you could join me today. I'm going to be talking about Barbies. Going to be talking about some tips. And I don't just like Barbies. I like all dolls. So if you like dolls, come and join me here at Sue's Barbie Love. Like, share, subscribe, and ring that big pretty bell. Well, this one's pretty. Click on that bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. So let's get started. So my first tip of the day is really a reminder. Tonight at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be announcing the winner of my little contest that I had. I had a contest where you put in a suggestion for a video, and the one that got the most likes, yada yada yada, won, or we will be winning this little Best Buy 1970s dress. It's so cute, and it's really my first giveaway. I wanted to start with something small so I get through the kinks and understand how to do this, because I've never done this before. So I will be pinning at 6 o'clock the winner at the top, under the comments at the top of the yeah, I'm gonna put it at the top of the comments. I'm going to put the name of the person who won, and then the contest will be over, and I'll be sending you that dress. So be sure to check that tonight and vote if you haven't voted, because it could still be up in the air. It just depends on who gets the most votes, and I'll be doing that. And thank everybody that has already done that. So that was my first tip. Second tip for today is kind of not a tip. It's just an idea. If you have tips that you would like to send me, or some pictures that you would like to send me, I would be happy to share those. If you have some pictures of your dolls and you would like for me to share them on one of my videos, I would love that. That would be so exciting to me. And so I have set up this new email, and I hope it works. It's suewalker.dolls, all lowercase, 101, or 101, the number 101, not an O, at gmail.com. So if you have any tips, suggestions, or pictures or anything, if you would like to share with me and you would like for me to put them in the video, that would just make me so happy. So the tip that I got for you today, that I just came up with on an accident by doing so many unboxings of dolls. You have all these little wires, these little plastic coated wires that come in the box, and I kept some of them. I'm like, maybe I could find a use for them, and I did. I found, does your dolls do this? I mean, you have them on the stand and you stand them up and they just won't stay there. So these are a great solution. You just put them around the legs, wherever you want it. And this can be a little tricky, but get my camera down here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to put this around her legs and twist it. And it's pretty quick and easy, as long as you have some dolls that you're opening. Keep these little twist ties. Mattel's, they've held Barbies in boxes for Mattel for years and years and years and years and years, for decades. So I think they'll do good, and they're coated, so they shouldn't have any metal against touching the doll, so no chance of any green. So I did several of my dolls like that already. I did this one. You can see one up under here, so she doesn't slip and slide anymore. And I also did it on this one and her purse. She has on gloves, so I could not find a way to keep this on there. Rubber band gets too tight. This, you can get it to just the right tightness, and it holds purses. And you can see it back here. So these little ties that come in these boxes, if you do any openings, keep these, put them on your stands, helps hold your dolls. So I'm going to have to do all my dolls now, but I threw away a bunch of them. So I'm sure I'll be opening some more, and I will be saving. Glad I saved them and come up with that. That's really, really helpful. Next, what I want to do is I want to compare a reproduction outfit with an original. There's some interesting facts about this outfit, and I've been wanting to do this for a while and throw in another outfit that's, well, you'll just have to see. I have to explain myself. It's kind of confusing. All right, let's get on with it. The 1996 Enchanted Even Reproduction. It's a very pretty doll. You can get one on eBay for around $20 or so, and about 10 shipping, so $30-ish dollars. If you find one at a flea market, you may get one for $15 with no taxes. So she's not very expensive. Her outfit alone can sell out of the box. Actually, you can get more if you take these dolls, take them out of the box, and sell them individually, which is strange, but you can. So I found that to be interesting. I want to talk, and I have one out of the box, I want to talk about the differences in the prices of the original and the reproduction and what's going on. Some interesting facts that's going on, and some price increases in this one out of the box. So here's the dress, the reproduction 96, and I don't have my original on the doll, but this is the original. They look very much alike. They both have the little flower. This one has, the original has metal snaps. The reproduction has plastic snaps. The design, since it's by Mattel, it's exactly the same. They didn't do anything to really change the design. The material on this one feels more expensive. It feels more luxurious. It's just a lot finer. And I'm not a materials person, but I can tell this was made out of a much more expensive fabric than this one. Now the colors, this is a lot lighter in shade, a lot lighter pink. The stoles, the reproduction, it looks pretty much like the other one, pretty much, but there's some major differences. This one, well, the original is going to have the old Barbie label. The reproduction, and I'm so thankful that Mattel did put the reproductions, because they know people will try to sell things that's not originals as reproductions, because the originals usually do cost quite a bit more. It does have the reproduction label. Now, interesting fact while I'm on furs. This one, the original, is made out of rabbit fur. It's a real rabbit fur stole. So the feel is completely different than the fake one. So if you don't like real furs, I understand, but that's just how it is. That's just a fact that I wanted to throw in, that this is real rabbit fur on the original. And the lining of it is pink. So I want you to remember that, because I'm going to come back to that in just a moment about the pink and something about the pink line of this stole. Shoes. Now this is interesting concerning the reproduction. The reproduction shoes, well, first let me show the originals. The originals are from 1960 to 63, are a clear, hard plastic with glitter on them. Now I don't like to put these on my original dolls because they got hard feet and they are so bad to snap and break. So I only put these on like my mod dolls, or any of the dolls with the soft feet, not the hard feet dolls. That's the original. The reproduction shoes are gaining a lot of popularity, and you will give almost as much for the shoes out of the box as you do the whole thing in the box. I find that a little strange, but yeah, these shoes can sell between $10 to $15 a pair on eBay, and then another $4 for shipping. So yeah, it's going to be a little cheaper if you just need shoes. But I think people are buying these shoes just because they like them so much to go on other dolls, because of, here's what they look like. They're clear, but they're soft, and they have sparkles in them. See the sparkles? But they are soft and flexible. So you can put these on your dolls with the hard legs. Now these Reproductions do have sort of a hard leg like the old ones, but they're a little more flexible than the original legs. So that's why I wanted to cover about the shoes. It just blows my mind that the shoes are gaining popularity. And I like them too. I really do like them. I put the new shoes on my old doll and the old shoes on my newer dolls. So vice versa, just depends. Now, another fact about the original, it came in two versions. One with this little pink rose on it, and I don't have much of a dress here. This dress had holes or something in it, I don't know, but I cut it off. Yeah, it was in pretty bad shape. This dress also came with three, with the rose, and the rare version, 3 little diamond sequins right down the side. So I just kept this, cut it off. The rest of the dress was in tatters because I thought one day I might want these little diamond sequins for something. You never know. I like to keep my junk box. So let's look at prices. The original is going to cost you, a boxed one, the 60s and 63. I saw one sell in a box, never opened, for around $300. So $300 for an original unboxed, that's best you can do, unboxed. And these, with the doll and everything, like $30 max. So big difference in that. These are, once they're out of the box, they're not as expensive. You can probably get maybe $30, $40, depending on the quality. Now this one is really, really good shape. I love this one. I don't remember what I paid for it, but they're still pricier than the Reproductions. Another fact I wanted to bring up about fur stoles. There's another outfit, Gay Parisian, and I've shown her on some other videos, but just in case you didn't catch it, this is the Gay Parisian. This is the Reproduction Gay Parisian outfit. I can't afford the original. It's around, in good shape, around $1,000 just for the outfit. And I've seen some sell for less, $400 or $500, but they probably got some holes or stains and stuff like that on them. But if you're out looking and you're searching through and you find a stole, there's a big difference in the price of the Enchanted Evening stole and if you was to come across an original Gay Parisian. Now, how do you know the difference? First, it's got a white lining. That's why I wanted to make a point about the pink lining. The Reproduction, or even the original, even Enchantment, has a pink lining. Gay Parisian has a white lining. This is my Reproduction. There's not a tag of Reproduction on this one, but it also is that fake fur feel where I'm sure the original is the rabbit fur, and they only made that outfit for 1 year, so it's really, 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 really hard to come across and very expensive. But if you ever come up with one of these that feels like real fur and it's white, you might have a $300 stole there. So next I want to talk about green ear. I've had several questions about green ear and how I handle it. Well, I've been working on it. What I use, or what I've been using, it's the only thing I've ever tried, is this removes it. And you have to order this on the internet from a place called Twin Pines. So you just Google Twin Pines and you order it. And I got this, and it wasn't really expensive. I don't remember, like maybe $25. I've used, it's white, you can't see, but see down in here, I've used a lot of it. And this has been on about 3 dolls. And I just have to keep applying it, taking off, applying it, and taking it off. The directions say put it on, leave it on for 2 or 3 days, take it off, and reapply. So I'm going to show you the green ear that I found on this doll. She has it on both sides, but it was not nearly, this doll right here was like so much worse. It was as green as grass. I mean, she had really, really dark, she was really, really dark green, and I've been using it, and all I do is I open it up And I just usually use my fingers. I just like using my fingers on things. You take her ear, you just put it right where the green is. See, it's a little pasty. So I just cleaned her off. Now I've been working on these dolls for several months. So this is a slow process, but so far it has not. This one, she was really bad. This is still the worst side. Get on the camera. This one is almost gone. And again, she was super bad. So green, I do not like green ears on my dolls. So here again, I'm just gonna fix this one up with a little of the stuff. And sometimes I'll take, I don't know why, but I like to take a little piece of toilet paper, because toilet tissue is very absorbent. And when I did it at first and I would pull it off, they would be green on the toilet tissue. So I usually like to do that. And then I just keep the heads in a little tub, and I keep everything in the same little tub. Keep me a little toilet tissue in there. I did do some on the inside right at first when it was so bad. And I would use a Q-tip and go up in there and put a little, and then kind of rinse it out with water to try to get it off. But that's what I've been using. It's been working. Has it all gone away completely yet? No, not yet. But it's looking so much better, and I think it will. But it may be half a year's worth of work. So patience in the vintage Barbie doll world is quite the virtue. One other thing I want to bring up about these, the reproduction, if you look, she's got a little bit of green on her arm. So even the reproduction, they have these little metal clasp on them. Still, when you put these on, be very careful. I did this. That's what I'm saying. Be very careful. I did this myself. On one of my vintage dolls, I let this stole get twisted where the clasp was touching the arm, and I got a little green on her arm. Thank goodness the Twin Pines removes it, brought it right out. And it brought it out pretty quick, maybe because it wasn't on there that long, but it came out. So when they show these in the box, you see they got that clasp right underneath that dress. So with these clasps on these outfits, even if it's Gay Parisian or if it's even Enchantment, make sure it's touching the dress and not the arms, because that's can give you some green arm, even on the reproductions. Okay, this I want to bring up just because it kind of confused me for just a little while till I sit around and thought about it. The name Barbie has become synonymous with the 11.5-inch so doll. For instance, my grandboys went into the Dollar Tree a few days ago and came out and said, "Grandma, we bought you a Barbie doll." So they got me this little doll at the Dollar Tree, and I'm thankful that they thought about me and dolls. But it's just become, dolls this size has become known as Barbies, even though they're not Barbies. And I hear that all the time at the flea markets when I'm going around and say, "Do you have any Barbies?" And they'll bring out these other ones. And there's lots of other dolls that are still collectible, and I like them, and they're old, and I want them, even though they're not Barbie. And the main reason I'm bringing this up is because I got a little confused for half a second. And maybe you thought about it right away, it didn't confuse you at all, but it confused me a little bit when I heard, like, the first black Barbie was this doll. And this doll came out in, I think, 79 is what's marked on her. Yeah, 1979. Some things didn't come out till a year after they were marked on the box. So 79 or 80. But she's marked 79. But she's considered, I had heard this is the first black Barbie. And it took me a while, maybe I'm slow, I'm like, well, what about Julia? And what about Christy? They're black Barbies. And I'm like, oh no, they're not. They're Julia and Christy. So even though there were black dolls in the Barbie family, they didn't actually name one Barbie until 79, and that was this one. And she's so pretty, and I want to take her out of the box. I saw one out of the box dressed in an outfit in a magazine, and I'm like, oh, I want that. Don't have that picture with me, but I'd love to get another one of these out of the box. But this is the first black Barbie, but not the first black Barbie family doll. So you probably weren't confused about that, but I had to think about it for a minute or two, so maybe it helps somebody. Let's hope. Starting to get dark on me now, so I guess I better go. Thanks for watching. Watch more of my videos. Send me some messages, some pictures, some ideas, and happy Barbie hunting. Thanks so much for watching.